So, today is Saturday, and we're taking Regina and her baby to the auction. Yeah. My mom was helping me, and she said, "Don't speed, Jamie." I'm like, "I don't speed." Anyway, that's beside the point. I really want a good driver. But, so Regina, I bought her last year, bred her on my farm. She's a boar. She was bred to a Nigerian dwarf. She had one baby buckling. I thought she'd have like 3. She was ginormous. But she won't get on the milking stand for me. She weighs like 200 pounds. And so she's just too hard for me to manage. I really want to go back to smaller breeds on the farm. And when I bought this batch, I bought 14 that day at the auction for like $1,500. And she was one that I bought. And to be honest with you, I was sitting up high because there was a ton of people there. And when I went around to pay and load them up, I was like, she's a really big goat. I don't remember bidding on that one. I think they threw some goats in there, honestly. Like, traded me out some of the good ones I bought. Anyway, I'm trying a new sale barn. It's a second, not sale barn, new auction. It's the second time I've been there. It's in Romance. It's called Hilltop Acres, and I love it. So, we are going to go there. We have 24 goats now. Now we're going to have 22. But I'm going to buy a buck there, and I'm going to see about does. I have a couple... 2 other baby bucklings on the farm. They're like 2 months old. They're starting to breed, but I don't know if it's working. So I really do want to get a full-size buck, and I don't want them related to any of the does. So I was going to sell one of those really cute white ones. But last time when I took them, one made $30 and one made $50, and I was so mad. Like, they should be bringing 75 to 100 plus each. So I'm going to try this one out being present and see what happens. But today I got my kids, and in fact this cage is so big I cannot, because she's a boar, she's a ginormous goat, I had to lay back the seats so my kids can't fit in here. So my mom had to come from Cabot to my house in Floyd, which is like 25 minutes, and bring my kids with me, with her in the car. So I call her Regina because she looks like she has bedroom eyes. And she looks like she's smoking in a bingo parlor. She's always like... But mainly because there's not one thing wrong with her. She's a great milker. She produces a lot of milk for her baby buckling, and she produced a very healthy, really, I think, show quality buckling, but one big baby. And I don't keep a lot of the boys, because really I only need one. So I already have 2, but they're babies. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. One got saved at the last minute. I was going to load them up, and then my daughter talked me out of it. So anyway, we're going to go to this auction about 10-15 minutes from my house, and I'll take you with me, and I'll show you how it goes. It's not till this afternoon at 1, but I'm just dropping off right now. But she's an awesome goat. She delivered totally fine all by herself. She's going to make a great goat for somebody. They can breed her again in a few months. And that buckling will make a great herd sire. He is really pretty. He's brown and white. Like brown in the front, brown in the back, and a large white stripe through the middle of him. But he is a boar, so I don't want a boar. I was going to keep it if it was a girl. But then it has wattles and those things that hang down on their neck, and I can't stand those. So when I was buying goats the last few times, it was my first few times to buy, I didn't really pay attention to things like that. So the more you do it, the more experience you gain, and you just learn things that you like and don't like. See, he is so cute. We never named him, and I tagged Regina on my farm so I could keep records and stuff like that. I'm getting a whole system in place. I just bought a binder the other day with a bunch of color-coordinated tabs, and 1 through 12, and keeping up month to month on like when I give CD&Ts, when I trim their hooves, if I have to give antibiotics, when they're born, when they have babies, how many they have, and tagging them all and getting into an actual system. I don't want to just be like a reckless breeder who breeds anything to anything, just doesn't know anything about what's going on or when they're due or when they've had, you know, shots like CD&T. But I give antibiotics if they look like they need it, which luckily I haven't had to do very many times. Regina has been perfectly healthy the entire time I've had her. So she is a good goat, just like I said. She's a meat goat, and I'm more into like the dairy breeds, the pygmies and Nigerian dwarfs. Just because they're smaller and I'm out there on the farm by myself and I really don't have anyone helping me, like, besides my neighbor Dale. But he doesn't live there, so it's not like I can just holler at him to come help me every time I need it, which I totally do. He helped me load her up in this cage today, so. Because it really is me out there twice a day doing the farm chores, and if I ever need to catch them and stuff, she is just really too big. And I've got one other one, I call her Big Mama. She's a ginormous Nigerian with horns like a foot tall. But she had one single baby, the first baby born on our farm. It was Lola. She's so cute. Lola has waddles, so I don't know who Big Mama was bred to because I bought her at the sale barn. She delivered at my farm 6 weeks after she was born, after she was here. So basically, I will take her back to the auction because she's a huge goat also. Like, I could never pick her up if I had to. But she gets on the milking stand just fine. She was a good dam to her baby. She raised her really well. Nursed her, you know, never rejected her. She was a good mom. But she is the herd queen, so she doesn't let anyone else eat until she's done. So they're going to have to reestablish their order of dominance as soon as Big Mama leaves. But she got bred a few weeks after she was here because I did not realize she would go into heat so quick, and at that time I still had a buck because I was breeding other goats, other does that didn't take the first time, and so I honestly did not think she would get pregnant so soon. But sure enough, one day the baby, it was 17 days old, and I saw all 3 of the bucks that I had, like, you know, doing the thing. So anyway, she's getting bigger. She's due May 16th. I'm pretty certain she's pregnant. So hopefully next time she gives me a couple more girls. And then I'll take her back because she's too big. And hopefully the babies will be smaller because they'll be half Nigerian dwarf just like Lola is. Anyway, I'm rambling, but I'm on my way to this auction to drop these 2 goats off. And then if you've never been to an auction, when you just go like this when you bid, or just like this, it was so fun. The first time I bought 14 because I was like, it was so fun. Then I had to pay that bill and I was like, shoot, better tone it down. Then the next time I bought 8 and some died, and that's what you got to be careful of at the auction. You just never really know what's going on with them. But anyway, y'all stay tuned. This is just a day in the life of dropping off a goat at the auction. I will let y'all know what she goes for, and her baby. So, happy Saturday. I hope y'all are having a great day. It's kind of cold and gross out, but happy Saturday. Y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.